somebody looked you dead in the eye this year and lied. Not a little one, a real one. And here's the part that should bother you. You had the proof the whole time. It wasn't in their eyes. It wasn't in their body language. It was in their words, and you just didn't know you were supposed to be listening for it. Give me 4 minutes. You'll never listen to people the same way again. Quick question, how do you think you'd catch a liar? Most people say the same 3 things. Watch the eyes. Look for fidgeting. See if they glance away. Here's the problem. None of that actually works anymore. Think about it. Everyone's seen a cop show. Everyone's watched an interrogation scene, which means the people who lie the most, the ones who've had practice, know exactly what you're checking for. So they do the opposite. They hold eye contact a little too well. They sit a little too still. They stay calm on purpose, because calm is what convinces you. So if the face is a dead end, where do you actually look? Here's something that never gets talked about. Lying is exhausting for your brain. Genuinely, telling the truth takes 1 step. You remember what happened. You say it, you're done. No effort. Lying, that's 5 things happening at once. Your brain has to invent a story on the spot. Keep that story consistent so it doesn't contradict itself 2 minutes later. Manage your own face so nothing looks off. Read the other person's reaction to check if it's landing. And the whole time, hold back the actual truth, because it's still sitting right there, trying to slip out. That's not a lie. That's a live performance with no rehearsal. And performances under pressure crack. There's a real term for this. Cognitive load. It's one of the most consistently studied patterns in deception research, and it explains almost everything that's about to make sense to you. Fact, liars tend to over-explain. Makes sense once you think about it. The truth doesn't need support, because it's just memory. A lie needs scaffolding, so it shows up dressed in details nobody asked for. Fact, liars often repeat the question back before answering. Did I take the money? That's not a response. That's a stall tactic, buying the brain 2 extra seconds to finish building the story. And here's the one that almost nobody knows, and it's honestly the most useful one on this list. Ask someone to walk you through their story backwards, starting at the end, working back to the beginning. Somebody telling the truth can usually do it, even if it's clunky, because they're pulling from a real memory. Somebody lying tends to fall apart almost instantly, because they rehearsed the story forward, never backward. Now, quick honesty check on my end. None of this is a lie detector. It's a pattern. A strong one, but still just a pattern. Keep that in your back pocket, because it matters for what's coming next. Let's put this in situations you've actually lived through. First, the why would I even lie about that line? Notice something. Honest people rarely feel the need to defend their own honesty. They just answer the question. The defense itself is the flag. Second, the coworker who missed a deadline. You ask what happened, and instead of I didn't finish it, you get 90 seconds about the client, the system update, and the whole team being underwater. That's not context. That's a brain buying itself time. Third, the delayed reaction. You share something upsetting, and their face catches up a beat late, like they're loading the emotion instead of living it. Fourth, and this one gets people every time, the oddly specific answer to a boring question. You ask where were you earlier, expecting at the store, and instead you get the exact time, the exact aisle, the receipt total. Nobody remembers that much detail about something normal. Ever ask someone something simple and get an answer so detailed it actually made you more suspicious, not less? Let me tell you about my buddy's roommate situation, because this one still gets me. His roommate, I'll call him Josh, swore he'd already paid his half of the rent. No hesitation, very confident. So my friend just asked, calmly, cool, what time did you send it, what app do you use? First answer, Venmo. 30 seconds later, no wait, actually it was cash, handed over in person. Another minute passes, actually, he gave it to my friend's girlfriend to pass along. 3 different versions, 3 different stories. And here's the thing that should stick with you. The truth doesn't need 3 versions. It only needs 1. Only a lie needs backup plans stacked on backup plans. So here's what you actually walk away and do with this. Stop staring at the eyes. Start tracking the shape of the story. Is it getting more detailed every time you ask a follow-up, when a true story should be getting simpler and more consistent? Try the backwards method. Ask someone to tell you what happened in reverse order. It feels a little awkward to ask, sure, but it's one of the fastest ways to collapse a memorized script. Pay attention to timing, not just emotion. Real feelings tend to show up instantly. Performed ones show up a half second late. And last thing, because this one actually matters. Don't treat any of this as a courtroom verdict. Nervous people over-explain too. Anxious people repeat questions too. Use this to ask better questions, not to convict someone in your head before they've even finished their sentence. Truth is simple because it's remembered. Lies are complicated because they're built, under pressure, in real time, with no script. And building something under that kind of pressure is exhausting. Eventually, that exhaustion leaks out somewhere. You don't need to become a human lie detector. You just need to know where you were looking wrong this whole time. If this changed the way you're going to listen to your next conversation, hit subscribe.